The movie starts on a strange, desolate planet, far beyond our solar system. We see an alien named Dak speeding through space in his spacecraft. He is heading to meet his big brother, Kwai. We soon learn that Dak belongs to the Yautja, a powerful warrior species whose sole mission is hunting legendary space beasts to prove their strength and dominate other worlds. When Dak arrives at the cave where Kwai lives, he finds it empty. However, he senses his brother is hiding, using a magical cloaking cloak. Dak decides to provoke him into a fight. It works. Kwai appears and attacks him. A brutal brawl ensues, and it becomes immediately clear that Kwai is far stronger. He easily defeats Dak, but stops short of killing him, because he loves his younger brother and only wants to push him to unlock his full potential. After a long battle, Kwai asks Dak to yield, so he doesn't have to hurt him further. Dak stubbornly refuses and tries to win by any means necessary. Kwai overpowers him again, throwing him off a high cliff. Dak manages to save himself at the last second, climbing back up to challenge his brother again. This time, Kwai refuses to fight, telling Dak he is still too weak and needs serious training. Kwai takes Dak inside his ship and reveals a harsh truth. Their father, the clan leader, is ashamed of Dak. He considers him the weakest member of the tribe because Dak has never killed a monster or won a challenge. Even the youngest rookies have defeated over 100 beasts, while Dak hasn't even taken the warrior's oath yet. Kwai decides to help. He tells Dak that to prove his loyalty and worth to their father, he must hunt a beast and present it as a trophy. Dak gets excited and recklessly decides to hunt a monster called the Kalisic. Kwai is shocked. He explains that the Kalisic is the most powerful monster in the galaxy, living on planet Gina. No one has ever caught it, not even their father, who fears it. He advises Dak to pick a different target, but Dak insists, wanting to prove he is the ultimate warrior. While they are talking, they are surprised by the arrival of their father. The clan leader refuses to even look at Dak and scolds Kwai for not killing his weakling brother. Kwai tries to defend Dak, insisting he has changed and has the determination to hunt the Kalisic. The father mocks him, declaring that the weak must die. He throws a high-tech device that binds Dak in laser ropes, paralyzing him. He orders Kwai to kill Dak immediately. Kwai pretends to agree, approaching his brother with a blade. But instead of killing him, Kwai cuts the ropes, shoves Dak into his ship, and locks him inside to protect him. Kwai then attacks his father in a desperate attempt to stop him. However, the father is too powerful and defeats Kwai easily. Just as Kwai hits the launch button to send Dak's ship to safety, the father decapitates him in a fit of rage. Dak's ship blasts off as he watches his brother die, leaving him devastated. On his way, the ship passes through a firestorm and Dak steers it toward planet Gina, the home of the Kalisic. He lands and immediately heads into the forest, determined to hunt the beast and prove he isn't weak. Suddenly, he is attacked by massive carnivorous plants. His weapons can't cut through their thick stems, so he barely escapes by climbing a giant tree to a high hill. Dak continues exploring and enters an area filled with deadly spike-shooting plants. He moves quietly to avoid triggering them. Suddenly, a female voice calls out from a mountain above. It's a woman named Sia. She warns him that the plants react to sound and will kill him if he makes a noise. She asks why he is here, and he tells her he's hunting the Kalisic. Sia is stunned. She is here for the same reason. She suggests they team up, but Dak refuses, citing his tribe's code of working alone. Suddenly, a dragon flies overhead, dropping rocks to agitate the plants. The plants fire their spikes at Dak, knocking him unconscious. Just as the dragon swoops in to eat him, Sia jumps down, kills the dragon, and saves Dak. When he wakes up, he realizes Sia is a cyborg. Half her body is missing. She explains that she tried to hunt the Kalisic before, but it tore her in half. She offers an alliance again. This time, since she knows exactly where the monster is, Dak agrees. They set off, but they encounter a pit of venomous snakes. Since Sia has no legs, Dak straps her to his back and carries her. As they rest, Sia shares her story. She has been stranded here for 2 years. She arrived with her sister Tess and a team of robots to hunt the Kalisic. The monster destroyed their team and split Sia in half. She survived by hiding. Dak is suspicious of her, especially since she speaks his rare tribal language perfectly. Meanwhile, we see Tess in a high-tech lab. Her body is being repaired by a machine. An AI named Mother, the director of the research company, tells Tess she failed her mission. Mother gives her one last chance to catch the Kalisic and orders her to capture the alien Dak as well for experiments. Tess agrees, believing her sister Sia is dead. The next day, Dak continues carrying Sia. They pass through a field of white plants that are sharp as glass, cutting Dak's skin. Famished, Dak spots a huge beast to hunt, but a small monkey-like creature named Bud distracts him. Dak ignores Bud and kills the beast, slicing it in half. Bud watches, impressed by Dak's power. Suddenly, a giant monster known as the moonworm appears. It wraps its tongue around Dak and Sia, pulling them into its mouth. The brave little monkey, Bud, jumps into the worm's mouth and breaks its teeth. The worm spits them out in pain. Dak seizes the moment, stabbing the worm and killing it. At the same time, Tess arrives in the jungle with a robot squad. She finds Dak's green blood and decides to hunt him down first. That night, Dak bonds with his new team. Sia says she is happy to have friends. Dak opens up about his past, telling her how his father killed his brother Kwai, and how he needs the Kalisic to redeem himself. Tess finds Dak's ship, steals a weapon, and realizes he is hunting the Kalisic too. The next morning, Dak tries to leave Bud behind, but they find a Kalisic fang near a lake, meaning the monster is close. Sia tries to teach Dak about teamwork, using a wolf pack analogy, but Dak is stubborn. They finally reach the Kalisic's lair. Sia finds her severed robotic legs and enters her old crashed ship to repair herself. She detects Tess's robots approaching and urges Dak to run, revealing that the scientists want to experiment on him. Dak refuses to flee, determined to kill the monster. Suddenly, the Kalisic appears. It is a hulking nightmare with thick skin. Dak attacks, but the monster heals instantly from every wound. It smashes Dak into Sia's ship, interrupting her repairs. Sia crawls out and shoots the monster to distract it. Dak capitalizes on the distraction and slices the Kalisic's head clean off. He thinks he's won, but to his horror, the head reattaches itself. The monster knocks Dak down and prepares to eat him. Just then, Tess arrives and drops a freeze bomb, incapacitating everyone. Dak wakes up strapped to a table on Tess's ship. Sia pleads with Tess to let him go, but Tess reveals she is there to finish the mission and capture Dak for Mother. Tess starts drilling into Dak's brain for a sample. He screams in agony. Sia stops the machine, and Tess threatens to kill her. Dak tricks the robot guard by asking Sia to hand him a map device. The device is actually a bomb. The guard touches it and explodes. Dak frees himself and escapes to his ship, only to find Tess has stolen his weapons. He heals his wounds, looks at his brother's mask, and vows revenge. Dak gathers poisonous plants to make weapons. He runs into Bud and discovers a shocking secret. Bud is the Kalisic's child. Dak promises Bud he won't kill his mother. He asks Bud to help him save Sia. They go to Sia's ship and find her robotic legs, which start moving on their own toward the robot camp. They follow the legs, attack the camp, and slaughter the guards. Inside, Tess lies to Mother, saying she caught the Kalisic and let Dak go. Sia finally reattaches her legs and joins Dak and Bud. They come up with a plan. Dak will distract the robots, while Sia and Bud free the Kalisic. A massive battle breaks out. Dak destroys the robot army with his poison bombs. Tess attacks in a giant mech suit. Dak tries to stop her, but she freezes him again. However, Sia manages to free the Kalisic. The monster rampages, attacking Tess. Tess tries to kill it with a chainsaw, but the Kalisic swallows her whole. Sia is heartbroken, but Dak apologizes to the beast. Suddenly, the Kalisic freezes and explodes. Tess survives. She detonated an ice bomb from the inside. Tess, now insane with power, tries to kill Sia. Dak sneaks up and stabs Tess. Bud, seeking revenge for his mother, jumps in and cuts off Tess's head. The survivors, Dak, Sia, and Bud, decide to stay together. They board Dak's ship and fly to his home planet. Dak throws a robot skull at his father's feet, claiming he killed many monsters. He demands his brother's cloak. The father refuses and orders his guards to kill him. Dak, now a master warrior, kills all the guards. The father steps in to fight. He's still stronger, but Dak is smarter. He cuts off his father's hand and traps him with a laser device. The father spits insults, calling Dak a failure. Suddenly, Bud, who has grown into a massive beast, jumps in and devours the father alive. The movie ends with the entire tribe looking on in awe. Dak stands tall, having defeated the tyrant, ready to lead a new era